we've managed to work out the technology. We've managed to get the Wi-Fi in the shed. So we're just trying it all out. So hopefully you might get this. So that's what I'm hoping. So thank you for being patient. I'm going to start off with a kind of different kind of relaxation. I did a sort of little course on yoga therapy and found this really, really interesting. So one of the things that we kind of want to achieve in yoga is to be present, to be very centered, to be really aware. So to do that, we're going to start to, you can do it in sitting, but just start to be aware of the body. So just starting to move around, move the arms, just relax, just ease the back. If you're sitting, you can come from side to side. You can do it in lying, but quite nice to just really focus on the body. You can breathe in and breathe out. So all the time really creating a lot of movement, quite busy in the body. You know, sometimes we've done this, we sort of work with our tapping, sort of really being aware of what's going on in the body. So, you know, working with that as well, just trying to wake up the body, just trying to be aware of what's going on. Kind of one arm work with the shoulders. We've worked for the last few weeks beautifully into the shoulders. So here we're going to see what's going on in the shoulders, easing any tension there. You're going to breathe in and breathing out. So working with a lovely in-breath. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, and breathing in. Work that a couple more times. Breathing in, lovely long in-breath. And work that once more. Relax those shoulders. Breathing in, the eyes, my eyes are closed, but they could be open. Breathing out, and sigh that out breath, and then come back. So gradually, as you kind of be moving around, you're seeing what's happening. So a little kind of gentle twist here from side to side. See what's happening in the neck, see what's happening in the back, perhaps coming from side to side. Again, you can work with that sighing out breath. And then just release. And then start to slow the body down. So we've kind of worked quite fast, as we would in, you know, normal life, really busy. And now we're starting to sort of calm down. So just gently working into the lower back, see what's going on there. Come the other way around, see what's going on there, just easing the back. And then just working to the breath, so lovely gentle breath, lovely in breath and out breath. And you can kind of work this as you just gently rock backwards and forwards. Just see what's happening in the body there. And then just rest. And sort of feel that all that movement, it's almost like a little spiral of movement, has suddenly slowed down. And for me, it still feels like a little spiral, but I'm trying to just calm that spiral down. So I feel lovely and calm, lovely and peaceful. And then you're going to be present, you're going to be aware. So feel as you relax, you can notice the body. The body loves to be listened to, but sometimes it's like a little whisper, so it's really quiet. And then maybe come up with a word to just see what the body's saying. That you're becoming aware of your body, aware of what the body's trying to say to you. And if you can, just become aware of a word as the body stills and is really quiet and really calm. And then from here, just open your eyes, but feel here that you're present, you're centered, you've been aware of your body. So really important when we work with our yoga practice. From here now, I'm going to gently come through. Just come onto all fours, just to ease the back. So again, working with that lovely sighing out breath. We're going to breathe in. Breathe in. And got that a couple more times. Breathing in and breathing out. From here, come to moving cat. So you're going to bring your bottom towards the heels. You're going to breathe in, look along the mat and up. Breathing out, rounding the back. Come on to the elbows. Try and bring the forehead or the nose to the mat. Come up to your up cat. Come back with your moving cat. Breathing in and breathing out. And then from here, some of you that's where you're going to be, you're working with that, but others of you just feel that you can work into a lovely moving down dog. From down dog it might be that you're coming into your up cat. You might be coming back to your down dog, and as some of us have done, you might be coming forwards into an up dog here, not if you've got any problems with your back. So here you might come up onto the toes, come through into an up dog. Others of you coming into a down dog and then just gently coming onto the knees into an up cat. Or just carry on with that lovely movement of your moving cat. Become aware of the body. And then when it feels okay, and just settle, so just come down into your prayer. And just rest here, just rest in your prayer. You might need a little block here, you might want to come into a little child's pose. And then when it feels okay, just gently come back and come gently up to standing. Now that could be lying, that could be sitting, but quite nice to work this one in standing. So being aware, being where you are, staying aware. So here becoming aware of your body. I'm going to move back so you can see my feet. So here becoming aware of the feet. So in a standing position, if that feels at all uncomfortable, just come into lying or sitting. But here we're going to try it in standing. So first of all, come into a lovely standing position, have the feet lovely and comfortable. I'm going to take my, there's me using them all, take my socks off here because I just feel I can connect much better to my feet there. So first of all, become aware of the feet. And as you do, if you feel happy to come into standing, just gently close your eyes. Now again, sometimes it's not suitable, so just looking down. So feel the toes, become aware of the feet, become aware of the instep, Become aware of the heel and the ball of the foot. Become aware of the calves. Excuse me, hiccups. Become aware of the knees. Become aware of the thighs. Become aware of the pelvis and just see where the pelvis is. And often we think of the pelvis as like a bowl. So just feel where that bowl is. Is it tipping forwards? Is it tipping back? Or is it just right? And then become aware of the shape of the bowl. Is it a really big bowl? A little bowl? Long bowl? Just become aware of what kind of bowl your pelvis is. Becoming aware of the spine. Really straight, stretched and released spine. Become aware of those shoulders and releasing those shoulders, and feel a space between the shoulder blades. Become aware of the arms, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arm, and become aware of the wrists and the fingers and the hands. Become aware not just of the hands, the temperature of the hands. Mine feel it's the end of the day and they feel a bit hot, they feel a bit swollen, a bit stiff. Become aware of the wrists. I've played tennis, so the wrist a little bit tight. Become aware of the neck. A little bit tight for me, so just relax the neck. And become aware of the crown of the head. So in a kind of Tadasana, just being aware of the body. Become aware of the neck, the face. Become aware of the lovely body. So be aware of your body, be aware of the sensations. I can kind of feel warm air around my hands. My feet feel quite cold, but I can feel the softness of the mat. And my calves feel quite tight. Knees feel nice, they're slightly bent, soft, but my thighs, quadriceps, they feel quite tight. But actually my pelvis feels really nice, really kind of stable. And I feel like quite open in the chest. So as you can, really kind of fully kind of open out the chest. So very gently just bring the arms back a little bit. So you are opening out the chest. And become aware of your breath. See how the breath feels. Does it feel like it's flowing easily, or does it feel a bit uneven? Doesn't matter, you're just aware of what's going on. And now become aware just of the right hand side of the body. So just imagine you're sort of slicing through. So become aware of the right foot, the right calf, the right knee, the right thigh, the right hip, the right buttock, the waist. Become aware of the right shoulder, the right arm and hand, right side of the neck, right side of the face. And see how that feels. And then become aware of the left hand side, just the left hand side. The left foot, the left calf, knee, thigh, buttock, hip, left waist, left shoulder, left arm, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, and the hand. And become aware of the left hand side and see if there's a difference between the right and the left of your body. Doesn't matter. Become aware of the separate sides, the right side and the left side. And just take a note of what you feel, what you find. And then here, you're going to try and merge the two. So just visualize maybe the right helping the left or the left helping the right, but feel that they're not separate, you're merging the two together. So just become aware of that lovely sense of healing. Both sides of the body. And one side maybe helping the other. And when it feels okay, become aware of your whole body and how your body feels. When it feels okay, just gently opening your eyes and start to work into the shoulders. Now if you're lying down, you can do this lying down, but you can very slowly come up and just join in to standing or sitting when you feel ready. So you can be sitting in the chair. So working into the shoulders. Gonna breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're going to breathe in, coming into balance. This is big wriggling everywhere. Going to breathe in and breathe out. From here, you're going to bring the hands in front. And as you breathe out, come down into a lovely little chair pose. You're going to breathe in, come back up. And breathing out, come back. From here, you're going to come into balance. So bring the hands together in Namaste. From here, come into your balance. I say my balance isn't very good. I haven't had any wine, but my balance is not so good today. Going to breathe in and come up. So really being aware of the foot that's on the floor, really opening out, relaxing the shoulders. Lovely. Breathing into the heart. Breathing out when you feel ready. Sorry, I've got a crystal there. I keep knocking it. I think it's going to land on my head. Going to come to the other side. Really open out that knee. Come up and enjoy that balance. Be aware of the foot on the floor. Be aware of more sort of working into one side and the other. When it feels okay, just gently come back and relax the shoulders. And then from here, we sort of worked with last week, we kind of worked with a kind of a salute to the sun. We're going to kind of work with this little sequence. So again, it's been a bit of a funny lesson, so you might not feel quite so warmed up. So just be careful, just work to what's right for you. Just standing in Tadasana and just resting here. And again, become aware of your feet. My feet are cold, it feels cold on here. The floor's cold in here, but the air is lovely and warm. So be aware of the feet. Be aware of your hands by your heart and become aware of your breath. You're going to breathe in and bring the hands up. Breathe out as you come into Utkatasana. You're seated. It's like a seated chair pose. Again, see what the knees are doing. Sometimes they want to come out to the side or they want to come in. Keep them in line. It's okay if they come a little forward, so just be aware. When you next breathe out, keep those knees bent and just drop the head down. And just drop and release. So just feel like you can drop further towards the floor. From here, you're going to breathe in, straighten the legs and look forwards. As you breathe out, just release. From here, bring the hands to the floor and bring that right leg back. Now again, some of you are going to bring the right knee down because that works for you. Come onto the fingertips and look forwards. Some of you are going to lift that leg and look forward. So just do what feels right for you there and come back. Going to breathe in. As you breathe out, maybe down cat, or if it's okay, come in to down dog. And a lovely stretch. Just ease out any tension. Try and get your bottom towards the ceiling. Soften through the shoulder blades. Maybe try and bring the heels to the floor. So lovely stretch through. And then from here, some of you are going to bring your knees down and bring that right leg forward and come up and come up into this position. Others of you can come through from down dog, and sweep that leg towards the hands and come up. So sort of less movements into it, but please do what's right. Your back heel will be off the mat, but you're trying to bring that down. Open out through the chest, coming in to your warrior one. From here, you're going to come back down, and you're going to come back in to your down dog there. From here, you're going to maybe come onto the knees, bring the left foot forward, and then from here, come through and come up. Or you're going to come into your down dog, and you're going to swing the left foot forward and breathing in as best you can and come up. As you breathe out, come down, come back in to your down dog. Could well be down cat. From here, going to be plank. Some of you are going to be plank. Others of you are going to be a kneeling plank. Still lovely, so don't worry. Just to what's right for you there. From kneeling plank or plank. Going to bend the knees and come back. Now from here, some of you are going to do a little up cat. Others of you are going to come through. So come onto the elbows, or you can just stay on the hands. Bring the chin down, chest down, legs move away, and you can come into a cobra. Now cobra might not be right for you, so you can be on the elbows, or you can be in up cat. Lovely. From here, I'm going to come back onto all fours, and this time I'm going to bring that left leg forward. Again, the knee could be down, or that leg could be lifted and you're looking forwards. From here, I'm going to come around into down dog, either coming onto the knees, bring the right leg forward, or you can have that leg lifted and come through. So you can either swing that leg through or come onto the knees and come through. From here, you're going to come back and come through to down cat or down dog. Going to come back onto the knees. Going to bring that left leg forwards and going to come through and come up in to your warrior. Again, sort of trying to bring that back heel down, trying to open out through the chest. From here, you're going to come forwards to a nice forward bend. From here, you're going to breathe in and look forwards. Going to breathe out and release. Keep those knees soft. From here, you're going to come back into your chair pose. And then from your chair pose, come back, bring the hands down by your side, and just gently come into Namaste. And here, just a couple of breaths in Namaste. And it feels okay, just release. Come back to face the front. Or, yeah, come back from sort of, so you can see me really, you're still facing similar way. Just bring the feet to 10 to 2 and come into Shiva Dancer. I just find it such a happy little way of working. So we're going to bring that right leg across, open out the knee, bring the hand to follow, bend that standing leg, and then with the other hand, with that left hand, bring that above your head and just gently drop the weight down. Drop the navel towards the spine. And work with the breath, work with that awareness through the body that we work with right at the beginning in standing. And you can work with that sighing out breath when it's enough, like me, falling out of it. Come to the other side. So you're going to bring the other leg forward. Allow that hand to follow. Bring the other hand up and just bend that standing leg. And here have a little check from the foot up through the body. Working different sides, become aware of how that feels for you. Work with the breath, that'd be sighing out breath. And then when it feels okay, you can breathe in, and as you breathe out, come back. Lovely. From here, just becoming aware of the body. So just feel that you can move the body in any way. So everything really lovely and relaxed. There's no tension in the body. Just starting to ease through the hips. And just really enjoying, really, being aware of the body, being aware of what's going on. And then coming wide. So always take care with this. If you feel like it's not right for your back, always keep the feet facing forwards. If you feel that you can move the feet, then it's still great and you're working more deeply, but just do what's right for you. So some of you will just be staying here and working accordingly. If it feels okay, you're going to turn the right leg 90 degrees and just gently bending that knee. And bringing the arms along the shoulder line. And here you're kind of coming as wide as feels right. If you're not sure, you're doing the same, but keeping the legs this way to sort of slightly protect your back. If it feels okay, right leg. And this time sort of from that bent knee, we're going to just straighten that leg. So the right leg's 90 degrees and the feet of the back foot are just turning towards that front foot, and you're trying to keep the hip in line. Hip might want to come like this. You're drawing it back. As you draw it back, my knee comes in, so I have to kind of get to a balance. So I'm working to a nice balance there with the hip and the knee. Nice straight knee first of all. Going to breathe in. As you breathe out, bring that right hand down and bring the left hand up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulder. And if it's okay, look towards that hand and work with that lovely sighing out breath. When it's enough, you're going to come back and you're going to bend the knee. If you're facing with both feet facing forwards, don't worry, just work with the knees bent and just work this so the knees will come forward. But if you're working nice right angle with the foot, just breathe in. As you breathe out, rest the hand. Bring this top hand up towards the ceiling. Again, you're trying to bring this hip back if you can. If it feels too tight, then just bring the feet a different way round. From here, if it feels okay, you can start to bring the hand down towards the floor, still opening out through the chest. If it's still okay, turn to look towards that top hand. So you're really opening through the chest. I'm going to bring your hand to rest. You're going to bring the hand back on the thigh. So some of you might well be here. It doesn't matter. Just bring the hand behind you and just look up towards the ceiling. Look over that top shoulder. And then when it feels okay, just gently coming up, coming back, hands floating on air. Turn the feet forwards. Again, some of you will stay here. Others of you will turn this right foot 90 degrees. Bring that left foot around. Try and bring that hip back in line. Say my knee, if you can see that, comes in. So I've got to get a balance. Going to bring the arms along. My shoulders are quite high, so just relax those shoulders. And then if it feels okay, just straighten that leg. Breathing in. As you breathe out, come down. Bring the hand in front. Bring the other hand up towards the ceiling. You'd come as far down as you want. My knees slightly soft. Some of you can have straight. Watch your back. From here, going to turn to look to that hand, relax the shoulders, work with the breath, feel you've opened out through the chest there. Both feet, all of the feet is down, so connect to your feet like we did at the beginning, connect to your body. When it feels enough, you're going to breathe in and come back up. You're going to bend this knee. Mine's sort of on the way to being bent anyway. So if you've got your feet like this, you're bending the knee. Some of you have the feet facing forward, you're just going to bend the knee and you're going to work like that. But if it feels okay, this I might have got the feet round the wrong way, so I'm doing the opposite actually. So this left knee is 90 degrees, bending through, and the feet of this one, the back one, is facing the same way as the front one. Bring the hip back, bring the arms along the shoulder line, open through the chest. Going to breathe in. As you breathe out, rest on the thigh. Bring the other hand up towards the ceiling. You can turn to look towards that hand. You can also bring that hand down, trying to keep nice and open through the body. So please do what you can. Please work with the breath. Do what feels right for you there. And then when it feels enough, you connect to the feet, connect to your body, see what's going on. You can just rest the hand back on the thigh. Bring the hand behind your back and open out that right shoulder. Again, look over that shoulder up towards the ceiling. Lovely, it's a lovely openness. When it feels enough for you, breathing in, come back, and then joining some of the others that might have had the feet facing forwards. Lovely. Bring your hands down by your side. So have them wherever feels comfortable. We're going to bend the knees. And here, from here, going to come forward. So tendency sometimes to lift the chin. So as you come forward, push your bottom away and bring your hands to the floor. And just allow the head to drop down, and you're just trying to imagine. And if you can't, we've worked with things, maybe a few cushions, but you can just bend the elbows, bend the knees, and just relax, just ease any tension through there. Especially through the neck, especially through the back. And then when it feels okay, come up. You can bring the hands to the mat. It might not be. They might be here, it's no problem. And then bring one hand up towards the ceiling. So you keep looking down to those hands. Going to bring that hand back and bring the other hand up towards the ceiling. And come back. From here, going to bring both hands to the right foot. Now again, if that doesn't feel right for you, just keep one hand there. If it feels okay, just look over that right shoulder. My knee's quite soft, so I can manage to do that. And I'm getting a nice stretch down through the side. I'm going to come through, come to the other side, and look over the shoulder. This is much stiffer for me on this side, on this left side. And look over that shoulder. Relax the shoulders, my knees soft. Come forwards. And then from here, depending on, hopefully I've got enough room, I haven't got enough room, bring the hands forwards. And here come into a really nice sort of wide down dog. Again, soften those knees if you need to, but try and bring your bottom up towards the ceiling. Try and soften through the shoulder blades. And just enjoy that wide leg down dog as best you can. From here, bring the hands in. And just gently starting to walk the feet in. Heel to toe, heel to toe. Until they come just hip width apart. Then bend the knees. And just really gently coming back up. Lovely. From here, just going to bring the right foot forwards. Left foot back, turn the left foot slightly out, so it's sort of coming towards that top front left, and bend the knees. Going to breathe in and lift up. Again, really opening out through the chest here. Keep both heels down. Be really aware of the feet. As you breathe out, come forwards. As you breathe in, lift that leg and look forwards. As you breathe out, come back and come up and just release. And step back and just ease any tension in the legs. So all of this, just doing what feels right for you there. From here, going to bring the left leg forward, bend the knee. Hips facing forwards. Again, a bit like we're saying with our sort of bowl, we don't want it tipping. We're keeping that pelvis nice and neutral. So if it was a bowl of water, the water can't come out. Turn that back foot slightly towards the top right. Bend the knee. Hips facing forwards. Open out through the heart. And allow the arms to come up and just feel a lovely sense of freedom. Just be aware of your body. Breathing in, as you breathe out, come down. And just releasing. From here, coming onto that foot and just easing through. Lift the foot if you wish, you don't need to. And keep it back. When it feels okay, come back. Gonna breathe in, come back up. And as you breathe out, just release. From here, I'm bringing my feet in because I'm facing a different way. From here, bring the hands onto the hips and just easing out any tension. So really feel that the heat is so hot in here, I've got to turn it off now. So just easing out any tension in the back, in the body. Have the feet comfortably apart. Bend the knees. Come forwards, and as you breathe out, come into a lovely forward bend. Just hang like a little rag doll. Keep the knees soft. My feet tend to roll in, so all the time I'm having to just adjust. So I'm sort of being aware, so awareness of my body, of what's happening. So just be aware of your feet. See what your tendency is, and just trying to sort of rebalance that. When it feels okay, gently come back onto all fours. Once again, just working with that lovely up and down cat, just easing, lovely sighing out breath. Sometimes you won't hear me sigh because I'm talking, but just really working with a lovely in breath and a lovely out breath. Lovely in breath and a lovely out breath. And as I work with my lovely out breath, I'm going to come into a prayer. Now it might be that I'm on my elbows, it might be that I'm going to bring my hands to my feet, so I'm letting go of any tension in the wrists here, but really aware of all of my back. And again, still working with that lovely sighing out breath. Just connect with the breath. The mind will go off into thought, but don't. Bring it back to the breath and bring it back to the body. When it feels okay, come back. Bring the hands a little forward so this sort of box shape is nice and big. And here, going to extend the right leg away. Let's keep the left hand down, left knee down. Keep the right foot down. And we're going to breathe in, just open out. So really lovely opening. So feel through the chest. Lovely and open. Again, you can look up. So you're just going to see. Some of you can lift the leg. It is a little tight on the hip. So, you know, you're going to see if that's what works for you, because that could go into the lower back. So again, it's kind of there if you wish. Work with that breath. Relax those shoulders. And when it's enough for you, come back. Come around, come either into your down cat, or it's a really nice stretch into your down dog, and you're trying to bring those heels down. Gonna come back, gonna keep the right hand down, the right knee down, stop the left leg, keep the toes down, and just open out. So again, just feel you can open out there. Again, you might want to lift that leg, but you might not. So just do what feels right for you, but feel lovely opening through the chest. Feel that lovely sense of being able to breathe. When it feels okay, come back onto the knees. And just work with a lovely figure of 8. Few times one way, few times the other way, just easing out. Now, it might be that you're going to work that once more to either side. If not, some of you are going to come into plank, and then from plank you're going to open out. So a lot of weight on the wrist, it might not be right for you. You're going to come back into plank, and you're going to come to the other side. Come back into plank, maybe kneeling plank. Some of you already have the knee down. And then from here, come into a lovely swan stretch. And sometimes it's quite nice to just rest your hands on a cushion or a block, so that the wrists are just hanging off the end, and it can feel quite nice to just ease any tension in the wrists there as you kind of bring the head down, and you're kind of getting a little bit more stretch also in the shoulders. So just do what you can, just easing through. And then when it feels okay, just gently come back. I'm going to come around, so you're going to come over onto your back at last. So a bit different today. So come over onto your back, just resting, just easing down. And for a moment, just rest there. Just have the knees touching, feet out to the side, and just rest. Just release. And here, just becoming aware of your breath and how you feel. So this time, sort of checking through your body lying down. It's a bit different. Then from here, just moving the knees just hip width apart and bringing the right knee into the chest. I find I've kind of got to adjust my head because I'm slightly compressing my neck. So tuck the chin under, bring the knee into the chest. Maybe the knee, the other leg, the knee will be bent, or the leg will be straight. Again, any problem with the neck, you can bring your hand behind your head as you breathe out and bring the nose to the knee. And then release. From here, you're going to come to the other side, bring the other knee in, extend the other leg or keep it bent, hand behind the head, bring the nose to the knee and release. So I'm really relaxing my feet. I'm not working it too much into the heels. I'm just feeling really nice and relaxed. Bring both knees into the chest. Breathing in again, bring both hands behind the head if you're not sure about your neck. And release and bring both legs up towards the ceiling. So some of you will be holding behind the thighs. Some of you can bring your hands behind to the mat behind as you straighten the legs. Some of you are going to keep those knees quite soft like here. Others of you lovely straight legs. Doesn't matter, it's all lovely. It's all just what's right for your body. And as you breathe out, bring the nose to the knees. Lovely, come back, bring the hands down by your side. Going to breathe in and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. So coming into bridge, lifting up. As you breathe out, come down. And still on that out breath, bring the nose to the knees. So from here, going to breathe in. Going to lift up in the arms behind to the mat behind. As you breathe out, come down. Bring the knees into the chest, bring the nose to the knees. So just be a little careful here when you bring the feet down. Just going to bring one foot down always and the other one, because sometimes to bring two is quite a lot of strain on the back. I know some people are fine, but just always one foot and the other. Hands this time by your side, back down by the side, and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Really feel you can open out there. And then when it feels okay, gently come back. Bring the arms wherever feels comfortable for you. I'm going to move across a little so I've got some space. And this feels really nice. I've got a nice space under my arms. Shoulders are nice, relaxed. Hands out to the side. And here starting to bring the knees from side to side, just easing any tension there. So just gently bringing the knees from side to side. So see what's going on in the lower back, see what's going on in the hips. We've sort of done this little class a little different way round, so just see what's happening. Some of you might want to work a little bit more, so you're going to bring the knees into the chest, and you're going to come over, turn the head to the opposite side. Some of you even could sort of straighten that leg, as if you're going to touch that foot to the floor, and then you're going to come back, you're going to come over to the opposite side. I've got a wall here, so rather than touch my foot to the floor, I'm going to have a lovely stretch up the wall, and that's really nice. So just kind of working to what's right for you, and then just gently come back and just resting with your hands on the navel, fingers touching here, knees are bent, feet nice and relaxed, chins tucked under. And here just relaxing into the breath. So as you breathe in, you're relaxing into that in-breath. And as you breathe out, you're relaxing into that out-breath. As you breathe in, you're relaxing into that in-breath. As you breathe out, relaxing into that out-breath. And you can work with that lovely sighing out-breath. So do what feels right for you, but really be aware of how the breath feels now. So we're kind of still checking on the body, so checking what's happening with the body, but also checking on the breath. And again, if the mind wanders off into thought, then just remind yourself, it doesn't matter. You're just telling yourself, it's fine, but I'm just going to work with the breath at the moment. So just going to focus on my in-breath and focus on my out-breath. And just work that a couple of times with your own breath. And then from here, just release. As you release, see how the body feels. Bring the knees together, feet out to the side. Here, just close your eyes. Become aware of the body. Keep the knees maybe touching if you feel like it's a little tight in your back. Or if not, you're going to bring the feet along the floor. And just allow the feet just to flop out to the side. Here, going to come to a relaxation. We're going to work first of all with the breath. So, if you've got stuff nearby, like a blanket or anything you might need to put over you so you're not cold. I'm really hot in here. I've even got my foot very near this radiator, but it's not touching it yet. So here, just relax the body. So whereas we did our little scan of the body before standing up, we're now going to scan the body lying down. So become aware of the feet. I have one hot foot and one cold foot. So become aware of the temperature of your feet. Become aware of how they feel. You can have a little wiggle. Become aware of the ankles. Become aware of the calf, the knees, the thighs. Again, become aware of the pelvis. See what kind of position the pelvis is in now. Become aware of the back and the spine in a straight line. Become aware of separating the shoulder blades and relaxing the shoulders. Become aware of the neck and the head and the top of the head. Become aware of the arms, the upper arms, the elbow, the lower arms, the wrists and the hands. And are they cold? Are they warm? Are they relaxed? Are they tight? And become aware of your face. Allow the eyes to sink back and release like we usually do. Cheekbones, the jawbone, thinking of smiling. And now become aware of just the right side. The right foot, the right ankle, the right calf, the right knee, the right thigh, the right hip, the right side, the right armpit, the right upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist and the hands, the right shoulder, the right part of the neck and the right side of the face. And become aware of how that feels. Observe that side of your body. And then become aware of the left hand side, the left foot, the toes, the ankles, calf, the knee, the thigh, the back of the thigh, hips, that hip. Become aware of the left hand side, the left armpit, left shoulder, left arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, hands, the fingers. Become aware of the left shoulder. Become aware of the left neck. And become aware of the head, the left side of the head. And then become aware of all of the body. And then try and integrate both sides of the body. So feel that you can kind of balance them out. Feel that you can merge them. Feel that you can work them together. So become aware of both sides of the body and try and merge both sides of the body. Feel maybe the right can help the left or the left can help the right. But sort of see what you feel, see what's happening. And then become aware of the whole body. Completely aware of the whole body. Become aware of your breath. And become aware of a thread of silk coming from the left hand, up through the left arm, up through the left nostril, to the space between the eyebrows. And then become aware, thread of silk coming from the eyebrow centre, down through the right nostril, all the way through the arm to the right hand. From the right hand up through the arm, up through the nostril to the eyebrow centre. And then as you breathe out, down through the left nostril, left arm to the left hand. And then up through the left hand, up through the left arm, up through the left nostril to the eyebrow centre. And then work that on the right hand side all the way to the right hand, all the way from the right hand up through the right nostril. And then when you feel ready, just breathing out through that left nostril, down through the left hand, and releasing. Become aware, feeling completely relaxed. Become aware of lying on a bed of warm, soft sand. And just allow your body to just settle into the sand. Just relaxed, calm, steady breath. Imagine on a lovely beach, you've got the lovely warm sun on your face, the body's lovely and comfortable and relaxed. Your breath is calm and steady. You might hear the odd seagull. You might hear children playing in the distance, maybe dog barking. And you can hear the sound of the waves close by. So become aware of the sound of the waves and feel that you can breathe in unison with the waves. Feel beautifully relaxed. Feel like maybe you can taste the salt air. You can smell the sea air. And the affirmation is, all is well. I am well. And all is well. The affirmation is, all is well. From here, just feel you can just lie there, just enjoying the peace and the calm of the beach, the sea, the warm sun and the beautiful blue sky. And you have nowhere to go and nothing to do. And you can stay here for as long as you wish. And then, when you wish to release, just release from your visualization, but knowing you can go back at any time. Become aware of the physical body now lying on the mat in your room. Become aware of the contact points between your body and the floor. Maybe you're lying on a chair. Become aware of sounds. Become aware of the breath coming a little bit deeper, really kind of focusing on the body. So breathing into that merged whole body now. Feel the breath flowing through and into the fingers and the toes, so bringing movement into the fingers and the toes. Moving your head from side to side. See what's going on in your neck. Stretching through your body in any way that feels right for you. So stretching through your body, stretching into the heels. Lovely stretch. I can feel a bit of stiffness in my back, so I'm having a little wiggle. Just easing any tension. And then when it feels okay, bending the knees and gently resting over onto your right hand side and just resting there. From here, just gently opening your eyes, becoming aware of your room. And when it feels okay, just very gently coming back to the room. Come back to sitting, don't have to, just lie on the floor. Just rest where you are. Sort your hair out. And then when it feels okay, just coming up, just releasing. Coming back to the room, coming to sitting, or just keep lying, whatever feels right for you. So wishing you all a good week. A safe and healthy week. Om Shanti. So I hope this gives you a chance. I'm sorry it's a bit later than we thought to do the recording, but thanks to Maureen's son Ryan, I've managed to get something that's worked in the shed, so really grateful. But we've tried various things, so better late than never, and look forward to seeing you all next week. Om Shanti.